Good morning, everybody. Today is going to be an awesome day. We're going to be chopping that first cut of alfalfa silage. We started actually cutting it with the swather Sunday, and the rest of it went down yesterday. So today is Tuesday, and we're going to start chopping here at about 7 o'clock in the morning. Should just be a one-day thing. First cut for us is never too big. The big days, the weakest silaging, that's always barley silage right in the middle of summer. So this is kind of warm up for that. But we're just heading over to the vet room right now, right in our barn there, and I'm gonna put some inoculant in our chopper here. That's just gonna help the silage ferment a little bit better. It's gonna get us some better quality feed. So that's our inoculant mixed up, and then this is my sister Miriam. She's gonna be trucking today, but she's got the regular water bucket. I'm gonna dump this in there first. There's gonna be a lot left in that bucket. I'll put that one into there, rinse it out again, because this stuff is incredibly expensive and we want to get every single little bit of it in there. So and the last thing I did, just put some ice packs in there. This stuff has to stay cold. So there are the silage pits where we're going to be dumping today. Field's right there, so super close, which is awesome because then I'm not going to have to be waiting for trucks, at least the first part of today. Second part, the second field is quite a bit further away from the farm. So I imagine I'll have to be waiting a little bit, but we'll have to see. Depends also how thick the crop is. It's not that thick. But I actually took some drone shots of this stuff being cut yesterday. Nalene did that in the swather with the draper header. So we'll cut to that quickly and then we'll get to chopping. First field finished off here. Got about 24 loads off of it. It's about 35 to 40 acres, I think. So not an insane amount of tonnage, probably around 4 or 5 tons an acre. We'll take it. Got the chopper in transport mode, so we pull it back in, put the spout straight behind us, just so that we're a little bit smaller when we head down the road. And we're gonna head over to the next field now. We're just driving down the road here. You never want to go max speed because otherwise that spout is going to flop all over the place and it's really hard on it. You never know, if you swing it around a little bit too hard, you might knock that spout off, so you got to take it easy. So this is the next field. It's quite a bit bigger, so hopefully we'll get a ton more loads off of here. So earlier in the morning we had a little lump go through the chopper, and that kind of jacked up the auger there that brings the silage to the spout there and the chopper itself, but that got hung up on the side there, so we just had to use a crowbar, get it down again, and as long as we don't go over any more lumps, that won't be an issue anymore. It just kind of gets hung up on the side there. I better check the inoculant here quickly, make sure I'm not putting too much on, because everything we got is already in here. So she's going pretty quick. Probably tone it back a little bit. I'll see if I can get that GoPro up in the box of this truck here for you guys. See a load fill up. Bad news, I just hopped in the truck with Brent and he brought me back to the yard so I can grab a new tractor because the Versatile, the hydraulics on that thing just all of a sudden quit working completely. You couldn't move them at all, and they're doing weird things. When you were plugging a hydraulic back in, that would pretty much shut the tractor off. I don't know what the heck is going on with that thing, but we're gonna grab this Magnum now. Gonna have to finish chopping with this baby. Obviously it's not gonna be as nice chopping with this rig, but it's still gonna work. Luckily this thing actually has quite a bit of horsepower. I think it's like 180 or something like that. So the Versatile is maybe 210. It is a little bit of a drop. It's gonna slow us down a little bit, but we're still gonna be able to get the job done. Luckily we don't have an insane amount of acres to cover today. We should still be able to easily finish this up today and be done by tonight. Have that pit covered tonight. That's what we want. That's what we're still hoping for. All right, let's do the old swapperoo. All right, we got her swapped around. Versatile sitting real sad over there. I had to put my seat all the way down, otherwise I can't see the top of the truck. Otherwise I was sitting up here. I gotta be able to see the top of that spout. Brent just moved the tractor out of the way. See how she goes. Okay, one thing that I noticed right away in the Versatile and the MX-285, I'm able to swivel the seat sideways, so it's kind of in between, but now it's just only facing forward and I have to turn my neck all the way back. But little things. So we're starting to struggle a little bit. This Alfalfa is getting really dry, and you can tell because it's kind of flopping out of the spout. You can see it's not going in a nice straight stream out of the end of that spout anymore. It's kind of falling out a little bit too soon, and that's just because it's so light and it's getting pretty dry. We didn't think this would dry out as quick as it is. It looks like it's drying out by the minute, so we got to keep at her. This field is the last field that's cut 2 days ago, so as soon as we're done this, the next field is going to be fine. It's going to be a lot more moist because it wasn't on the ground as long, but this stuff is really starting to dry out. And if you don't have enough moisture in the silage pit, it's not going to ferment properly and the feed isn't going to be so high quality. So we got to really keep at it here. Shouldn't be too much longer. We're probably going to be in this field for another hour and a half, maybe tops, so not too bad. It is getting dry. You guys can just hear it cracking. It's starting to feel like hay. The bottom parts of the swaths are nowhere near as bad, but on the top you can see the leaves, they're all starting to crimp. Just blowing away in the wind. But gonna check that inoculant out right now. The inoculant is really gonna help this drier stuff in the silage pit, so I wanna make sure we're not running low on that stuff. Is empty, so I need to switch it to this little water reservoir here, and that's going to clean out all the lines. If you leave the inoculant in the lines for a day or 2 days, you're going to end up with a bunch of solid stuff. It gets hard. It kind of turns into a goo after a couple days, which is kind of odd. Well, there goes the last load of the day, so we're going to shut her down here. Pull that spout in back. There's a little pile here. Still quite a bit of bunk to fill yet. getting up on top of that pile now, just because it's the end. He wants to get the ramp on the pile here a little bit steeper. It's nicer to put plastic on, and then you don't need to drag it out as far. But he's just gonna finish this pile off here. Then we're gonna have to grab some plastic and throw some tires. Anyway guys, that is gonna be it for today's video. We got the pile covered. Nice little silage pit. Would have loved to get a few more loads in there, but it's the way she goes, I guess. We're gonna be refilling the other end of this pit hopefully later this summer with the second cut of alfalfa, and we're probably not gonna fill it up all the way, so we're just gonna push up some pea silage probably is what we're gonna do, and fill this pile completely up. Otherwise, there's no point really having these concrete bunkers if you're not going to fill them, so we might as well put something else in there. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.